Hey, alright, so today I am starting an original sourdough, but I'm also baking the baguettes. And just for context, I take notes and then I've been sort of going back to review them. So since I'm making the original, just sourdough, I started at 8 a.m. Giving love to my trusty friend. She doesn't have a name yet, but I know she's femme because she works hard and loves. I started the pre-warm for the baguettes at about 9 a.m. So two things happening. Starting the starter for the sourdough and baking the baguettes from the last time we talked. So the baguettes still feel a little too wet. We're just gonna have to see what happens. One of them is a little too long. It's hanging off the end of the tin, the pan. This is what that looks like. And so they're gonna bake for 35 minutes in total, but I rotate them at about 20 minutes in. Later that morning, 11:53, I have to get on a Zoom. And I couldn't resist. I had to take a taste test of the baguette because it's cool enough now. Great crust, very crunchy, and you can hear the crispy break as you break into it, or you tear into it. I enjoyed it, and now the question is who to share it with. A little half hour later, and it's time to start the autolyse, which is mixing the flour and the water and letting it sit. I ran out of bread flour as I was mixing everything together, so I just picked up a new bag and I'm mixing brands, King's Arthur and Bob's Red Mill. So back to the baguettes. I'm going to gift them to the mayor. She's an incredible neighbor who recently drove Lucas to urgent care for a chopped fingertip. He was cutting bread. So then I got on some more Zooms and I didn't set a timer. So my last couple of stretches were not timed perfectly. They're just going to have to see what happens. It was almost 8 p.m. by the time I split the sourdough, the original sourdough bread mix, and put them in the bannetons. It's a long day. The next day, on Saturday, Reese and I went to the farmer's market where she loves to chase the squirrels and check out all the people and the activity. I did dance therapy, which I'm sure you've heard is another one of my rage releases. And because my body is mature, I went to the steam room and the jacuzzi for a little while afterwards, which means I didn't start baking, or didn't start the first loaf because I usually make two, one for us and one to share, until about 5. And Lucas wants to practice driving, which worked out perfectly because I could bake the first loaf. Then we drove it to my tia Pati's and then came back to it, which means I started the second loaf at about 7, almost 24 hours later.